So, all the things you like and admire, write about the content as well. The ideas presented, and all that's fair game. And when they're done, I'll give you some time to do that. And you have about 10 or 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have plenty of time.
So you guys know, most of you know, my theme is feminism. And I wrote a skit as my creative piece. It's called Condescending Cogitation, and I'll explain what that means in a second. I'm going to read you a little bit of background knowledge just so you understand what it's about, and then we'll begin. Okay? I consider myself a feminist, sometimes a rather extreme one. Realizing that about myself, I recognize that a lot of society thinks that we, as feminists, are man-haters. They believe that we blame men for all of the problems and discrimination. They are sure that we put full responsibility on men and media for the sexist behaviors in our world. I wanted to use this piece to prove them wrong. I am well aware, as a female feminist, that not only men and society, and even other women degrade us, but we ourselves as women degrade ourselves. We attack ourselves, make ourselves feel unworthy and undeserving as females. I wanted to address this realization head-on, stating that you should know up front this is not an empowerment piece. I did not write a skit about how women should be proud to be females and love ourselves as we are. Instead, I wrote about the issue at hand. I took the lifelong process of discrimination some of us get caught in and symbolized it through a girl and her reflection, hence my title, Condescending Cogitation. Condescending means negative, belittling, or bad, which perfectly fits the main character, Reflection. Cogitation means deep thought or reflection, which represents the process of the other character, Mackenzie. I ask that you take this seriously, read between the lines and let it touch you. I ask that you realize, despite how dramatized this piece is, that this situation is very real. I used examples from my own life, and examples girls in my life have been willing to share with me, examples of why we feel bad about ourselves and how we attack ourselves. Please note that this skit is merely acting. I believe that my co-star Michaela, who plays the girl attacking herself, is an amazing, beautiful girl. I ask that you view the sarcasm and language as tools to enunciate the message, not as humorous lines. Also, though this skit is about a girl and her reflection, it is not a mirroring exercise. Mackenzie, played by Michaela, cannot respond to or feel reflection touch her. Reflection is unseen by Michaela. She is merely an alter ego, becoming more and more real in Mackenzie's head. Please let yourself relate to Mackenzie. I found in writing this just how closely I fit into her shoes. I'm sure many of you have felt the same. Recognize as it pans out how different characters may be metaphors that individually apply to each viewer. Each character may be something different to each of you. They may not even be a person. Thank you for your consideration.
Wait, which characters?
I play Reflection, and she plays Mackenzie. I am her reflection.
My courage.
Okay, so guys, give me a second.
I'm looking into the mirror right now.
Set up this way so that you guys can see everything.
Open with Mackenzie, also known as Mac, a teen girl primping and getting ready for a normal day. She is standing in front of a mirror, a look of small discontent on her face as she picks up the clothes on her body. It is a full-body mirror with pictures of models and diets, bikinis, and small dresses taped up in sight. There's another girl, dressed exactly the same way, sitting behind the mirror, as if unseen. This is Mac's alter ego, her reflection. Mackenzie's thoughts become audible.
I guess this is as good as it's gonna get today, huh? Could our hair be any frizzier?
There, that's better, right?
Oh, no. Not really. A little, I guess. Now it's all poofy at the tips. Makes our face look wide.
Well, what if I pull it back? That would make
No. Now we look bald.
My hair is hopeless.
Forget our hair. Have you seen our eyebrows lately? You should have plucked them yesterday, or gotten a wax when you were with Jordan.
But I was too busy. I had to write that paper and...
Oh yeah, the one you never finished? For history, wasn't it? Better watch it, Mackenzie. Your grades are falling. Atrociously. Seriously, Meg? Pretty soon they'll be as messy as that makeup job you just did.
Well, I like the eyeshadow. It looks pretty.
To who?
It looks like Lauren's. Kind of.
Yeah, except Lawrence is way better. You look like you have a black eye, Mackenzie.
There. A natural look.
If by natural you mean unattractive, then yes. At least you can accomplish that. Mackenzie, look at your butt! Since when did it get so big? Oh, good God, Mac, what have you been eating? It looks massive. Squats. Squats for sure. You really need to hit the Stairmaster again. Goodness, it's bad. At least a month before we'll see any improvement. That is, if you can stick to it. And stop eating those cinnamon rolls in the cafeteria. God, it makes you look like a pig.
Probably should stop eating those.
Considering they're not helping that kangaroo pouch of yours, perhaps you should.
Nathan likes a girl who can eat, though.
Not a girl who can eat more than him. It has gotten bad, huh?
He'll like me for me.
Keep telling yourself those lies, man. Just remember, I'm only pointing out what other people see when they look at you. That includes Nathan. Did you really think those flowy tops were going to fool anyone? Or those tight tops you used to wear? They only made your stomach look bigger, wider, and fatter. Everyone sees it. When you walk down the hall, everyone can see your flaws. Not a surprise, though. They aren't hard to find. Really, Mackenzie, you're a bit of a mess. Look at your face. Jaw is much too wide, your eyes are much too far apart, and that nose. That nose simply won't do. You don't worry, darling. That's what cosmetic surgery is for. They can have you fixed up in no time. And then maybe people will like you. You are near hopeless, though, I must say. It's a pity you'll never be as pretty as Lauren. All the boys love Lauren. And why wouldn't they? I mean, look at her. She's tall, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's nice, well, she's everything you're not. Look at you. You're short, only decently attractive, if that, and no one likes you. You see their faces when you walk by, don't you, Mac? They're whispering about you. Can't you hear what they say? You know I'm right. You know they agree with me. They see everything, too. They see those tiny red volcanoes on your face that are bigger than everyone else's. You try to hide them with concealer, but you end up just looking orange, Mac. And that makes you look more unattractive, if that were even possible. They judge your unkempt ponytail, the one that you hurriedly throw up in the morning in your failed attempt to be pretty. Lauren would never just throw up her hair. She always looks put together. Oh, Mackenzie, so ugly and fat. Do you think you'll ever be good enough? You really let yourself go, huh, Mac? Look at your thighs. They're like tree trunks now. They didn't used to be that bad, but then you couldn't handle the pressure, could you? You gave in. It shows all over your body. Your arms are fat and flabby now with no shape. Your chin is starting to clone itself. You've gained at least 3 inches around your waist. I mean, honestly, Mac, I can practically see your stretch marks through your jeans. You know, I didn't think it was possible, but did your boobs actually get even smaller? I mean, I didn't think it could happen, but look at them. They're so tiny and childish. No wonder no one takes you seriously. You still look like a child with blubber. You wonder why boys never look at you, Mackenzie. But there's nothing to look at. You don't even look like a woman. You barely call yourself that. A woman? The only thing feminine about you is your weak personality, your incessant need to be taken care of like a child. Lauren is a strong, independent woman, full of grace and beauty, but you'll never be anywhere close to that. You're like dirt, Mac, but lower. I mean, think about it. Be logical here with me. If you're not anything now, then you won't amount to anything in your future. You will become nothing. You serve no purpose now. What purpose do you think you'll have later on in life? You may make a very nice cashier at Burger King. Who knows? Could accomplish something. But now you can't even get a guy to look at you. You're too unattractive. Nathan won't notice you as anything more than an acquaintance after you've ruined your chance with him. He has plenty of other offers far better than you. You know what? I bet Lauren would sleep with him. No, even better. I bet she is sleeping with him. You couldn't give him that, could you? You might have had it, but no. You screwed it up. First you were too stuck on your prissy morals, trying to preserve yourself. I mean, really, Mac, what is this, the 1800s? Good God, it's just sex. That's what you're here for, right? If anything, to please men. Preserve yourself. Please. You're not good enough for that. It was snobbish of you to think so in the first place. But then you made it worse for yourself, didn't you? You wanted to make him happy, give him what he wanted. And so you broke your rules like a weakling and you kissed him, touched him, trying in your pathetic little way to be sexy, and he pushed you away like the dumb little whore you are. You slobbered all over him. You disgusted him, Mac, and so he rejected you. You're not good at anything, not even sex. And once he realized that, he ran. He got out while he could. And not surprisingly enough, Lauren went after him. Or should I say, he went after Lauren. He wanted her because she's better than you in every way, especially in bed. Lauren's sexy. That's something you'll never be. You can add that to the long list of nots. Can't we, darling? Oh, you'll have to learn sometime though, won't you? It's a vital skill. One you'll need if you ever hope to get a husband. God knows you can't support yourself on your own. You're not smart enough to. Not much up here, is there? I didn't think so. If there was, you'd be passing all your classes, but alas, you can't even manage that. It's just another way you let go. Another way you buckled under the pressure. You're too dumb for school, poor dear. That's why you'll need a man to support you. You'll never make it into college with your sinking GPA of 3.2. That's horrid, Mackenzie, horrid! Hopefully you can find a guy with brains. Hopefully one that also has bad eyesight so it doesn't have to look at you too closely. That way he can support you. Bring home the bacon, do the man's job, all that jazz, while you scrub the kitchen. And hopefully, you can find a man better than your deadbeat father. You probably won't, though, seeing as you'll never be able to fill your mother's shoes. Look at her man. She's beautiful, intelligent, but her man's so straight, he found company elsewhere. Yours, if you ever catch one. Probably even worse. If the husband of a beautiful woman strays, what will the husband of a selfish, ugly, idiotic whore do? You know something, Mackenzie? I think that's why your dad left. It wasn't that he couldn't stand your mom anymore. It was you. It was you he couldn't stand. It's your fault. It's your fault he left you and your little brother here with your mother. He couldn't take any more of you. He hates you. He didn't want to be around your filth anymore. Your worthless presence only drove him away, only made him leave. It's your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You can't do anything right. You're worthless, Mackenzie. Worthless. You're dirty. You're undeserving, and no one cares. No one cares. Why are you even still here? Why haven't you just killed yourself? Wouldn't it be better that way? Better for everyone? You're just in the way. You're just a dumb girl. You see those scars on your arm. You're so close, Mackenzie, so close. Just do it. It's all your fault, Mackenzie. If only you were good enough. But you know what? You will never be good enough. Oh, get up, Mackenzie. Don't be so pathetic.